or Stone Roses?
No.
Second Coming.
I like it.
Ah, Sade. That's Liz's.
Yeah, but she did dump you.
Oh.
In previous needle drop videos, I've covered filmmakers like Martin Scorsese and Quentin Tarantino, but one of the more recent masters of the needle drop is my fellow countryman Edgar Wright. Wright made a whole movie out of the premise of a getaway driver who listens to his iPod as he makes his escapes and then drives to the beat of the music. Very few directors prioritize their soundtracks as much as Edgar Wright, and very few directors make song choices as memorable as Edgar Wright. From a Queen song underscoring zombie-slaying action in Shaun of the Dead, to a Cilla Black song setting the mood for the 60s setting of Last Night in Soho, Wright's films are full of notable needle drops.
Bring the noise.
Society. Morning, Sergeant. God save the lone duck for the Morning, Sergeant.
After Nicholas Angel arrives in Samford in the dead of night, the Kinks' Village Green Preservation Society plays over his first look at the town in the daytime. Nicholas and the audience get a sense of Samford's everyday hustle and bustle as Nicholas goes for a jog through the town, and every stranger he encounters says, "Morning, Sergeant." Village Green Preservation Society is a suitably light, breezy song to introduce Samford's seemingly quaint and friendly facade, and it also has a lyrical connection to the story. It's a song about bureaucratic governing bodies that autonomously maintain the status quo. The Village Green Preservation Society, the Custard Pie Appreciation Consortium, and the Skyscraper Condemnation Affiliate all sound an awful lot like Samford's Neighborhood Watch Alliance.
How can this be for the greater good? Shut it!
We're just five friends on a night out, having a good time.
Well, show me the way to the next whiskey bar. Oh, don't ask why.
This was the perfect song choice for The World's End's unique premise of an alien invasion pub crawl movie. It has a creepy melody that matches the body snatcher's paranoia of the film's sci-fi storyline, but its lyrics are all about moving from one bar to the next, which is what the Five Musketeers are doing throughout the movie as they try to complete the Golden Mile. I'm tempted to include just about every needle drop from Baby Driver on this list. The whole movie is a fascinating experiment in needle droppery, synchronizing its on-screen action with its protagonist's iPod playlists. The only one I don't think quite works is the shootout sequence set to Tequila. That one feels a bit too campy and gimmicky and doesn't combine the action with the music as smoothly as all the other set pieces. But I won't include every other song in Baby Driver. I'll just cherry pick the very best ones, and that includes the first one. The John Spencer Blues Explosion's Bellbottoms plays over the opening bank heist sequence as Baby waits for the robbers to get back to the car. Then the beat fully kicks in as he takes the cops on a wild goose chase across the city. This whole scene plays like a proof of concept for what the film will be, and it sets the table perfectly.
I feel a power so
When Eloise wakes up in the 60s for the first time in Last Night in Soho, Wright plays Cilla Black's You're My World on the soundtrack. This doesn't just establish the period setting, it also sets the mood perfectly. It's nostalgic and romantic, but it also has a slight hint of eeriness, that everything's not what it seems.
Hello again, friend of a friend, I knew you were.
Is a song featured in a film considered a needle drop if it's played live? Either way, Brie Larson's kick-ass rendition of Black Sheep by Metric is easily one of the best music moments in Wright's filmography. In another life where she's not Captain Marvel and the bane of every incel's existence, Brie Larson could have been a friggin' rock star.
Oh, fuck! Let's go! Wait. I gotta start the song over. The fuck? Okay, go.
While he was putting together the neat chase for Baby Driver, Wright accidentally planned an action sequence longer than the song he'd chosen. But the solution he came up with resulted in one of the most memorable moments in the movie. As the song is nearing its end and Baby and his cohorts have to switch getaway cars, Baby takes a second to rewind the song to the middle to give himself a bit more musical legroom.
Come on, let's go!
This behind-the-scenes hiccup led to the creation of a great gag that would only work in this movie.
Police Constable Nicholas Angel, born and schooled in London, graduated Canterbury University in 1993 with a double first in politics and sociology, attended Hendon College of Police Training.
Goody Two Shoes plays over the opening montage of Hot Fuzz as Nicholas Angel gives us a rundown of his impressive CV. The snappy tempo and thumping beat of the song match the quick pacing of the editing, and the quick pacing of Simon Pegg's delivery of the voiceover narration. This opening montage, and by extension the song, establish the film's clippy, fast-moving energy.
Just what is it that you want to do?
We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a good time.
There are plenty of classic artists like The Doors on the World's End soundtrack, but the soundtrack is mostly made up of the 90s hits that Gary King would have grown up listening to, which ties into his desperate attempts to recapture his youth. Not only does Primal Scream's Loaded kick off the opening credits with an appropriately upbeat energy, it also sums up Gary's simple philosophy. He wants to be free to do what he wants to do, and he wants to get loaded, and he wants to have a good time. This sets up the great tragedy of the character. He's not 18 anymore, so it's not feasible to live like that, and he refuses to accept that and grow up. This is here partly because it's so much fun to say Hocus Pocus by Focus. It's used to spectacular effect in Baby Driver when Baby, Buddy, and Darling are all trying to escape from the police. The pulse-pounding beat is paired perfectly with the tension and fast pacing of the foot chase through the park and the shopping mall.
Where the hell did he come from?
I don't know.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself.
Who the hell put this on? Some random.
Wright's first officially released feature film, Shaun of the Dead, is all about juxtaposition. Jump scares are juxtaposed with comic one-liners, sight gags are juxtaposed with gruesome gore. One of the film's best juxtapositions appears on the soundtrack when the zombified pub landlord attacks the survivors holed up in the Winchester just as Queen's Don't Stop Me Now kicks in on the jukebox. This musical moment brilliantly pays off the it's on random running gag and beautifully exemplifies the film's unique blend of zombie horror and slapstick comedy. This hilarious scene also introduced Wright's penchant for synchronizing his action sequences to music.
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe and click on the little bell. And also seize the day and call your mom and be kind to yourself.